Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to DAC 2017. I get tingles every time I see that little introduction. It's amazing. It's great. It's wonderful. Trent Pax, how you doing? It's Vega Squadron versus Comanche, game number 2. Hello? Oh God, please say you're still here. Oh, you muted yourself. Trent.
I'm a good co-caster.
You are. You're amazing.
Helping the make sure it doesn't screw up. Okay, I'm sorry. It's same heroes. Wow. We're right back at it, guys. Slider, Disruptor, Dazzle, Earth Spirit. Oh, no, Abaddon. Well, that's no fun.
Oh. He was a problem
no
for them. Like, I felt like that he was one of the biggest problems for them in the last game was him being able to get that ulti off and having a decent time in lane. Do you agree with the axe ban here as well?
10 seconds
yes,
remaining.
I do, because it means I'm more likely to see a mag clockwork. So
5
this
seconds
makes me
remaining.
happy. I am pleased by this. The axe worked very well.
Reserve
It's
time.
very nice in combination with the Disruptor. It works with both Static Storm as well as the Kinetic Field. It's just great little AoE helpers for axe to just excel, succeed, do better. Even the vision from the Q can help them chase a little bit better in the trees and whatnot. So it's also that great follow-up for someone like this support Slider, which they definitely want to keep open. With the Darkseer tending to be banned out the first phase in a lot of games these days, we're still rocking this support Slider, but he doesn't really get that amazing lane. And damn it, Comanche, come on! So they're going to be the ones taking the clock. We're probably fully aware that it is certainly one of the other big specialties Vega have been running.
Yeah. You know, I'm curious, do you remember during Starladder if it was Seneko drafting or if it was Mag? Because right now it's Mag drafting.
10 seconds remaining.
No, I don't know, actually.
It's kind of an interesting one, particularly
5
given
seconds
Seneko's
remaining.
past, some of the questions about how that whole Navi squad worked of old, and Vega
Reserve
Squadron's
time.
recent struggles to deal well with Starladder. Maybe there's a little bit of friction brewing there. Not exactly sure, but certainly a team with a ton of skill. But I feel like the gelling might be a concern for them going forward. So
I
we'll
like
keep our
it.
eyes on
More
that.
wild speculation. Let's
This is
do
why
it.
I love it. Exactly. Thank you for calling me out, by the way. I need that more often.
No, it's you never know, right? Could be right. Could be Snako was in the can. You know.
Yeah.
That's life.
Maybe they're just going for like the big outplay, and they're actually going to have Seneko play Mag's hero and Mag play Seneko's hero, and they switch tags.
There you go. I think that's the way to do it.
Okay.
So where are we now? We still have Bat Rider. That was our nice little combination. We've seen plenty of teams run. They're on Dire side. We tend to see it a little bit more often on Radiant, but certainly no reason it couldn't work on the Dire as well. Nice and close to the Shrine. Good bully lane with the Slider. And Bat Rider just stacking up. One problem might be that the carry's not revealed yet for Comanche, so they could still opt in towards something like a Juggernaut or a Slark, something to deal with the Bat Rider. And that's going to be a
Radiant
Ricky. So that
team
moves our
pick.
Slider into that position 3. Likely going to be here for Meg. And then we'll probably get a Ricky support unless we get a
Dire
Ricky
team
core
pick.
here.
Well, we get a I seriously doubt we're going to be seeing that. It's a possibility. You never know. We remember there's the Battle
throw it
Fury,
out there.
Battle Fury Ricky back in the day. You remember
Magnus
that?
Ricky.
That was great.
That's the play.
10 seconds
But
Get
remaining.
that power going, man.
this
Shout out to Suns fan.
God
5
damn it.
seconds
No.
remaining.
It was it was
No.
a great game, okay? It was empowered Ricky. It was excellent. It works
Reserve
well. They get
time.
some great synergy, guys. TI7.
You heard it
Strats.
here first from Trent Pax. Never let it be said anything else. But we kind of terribly think it's taken as well. This to me
I
is
like
kind of
that.
interesting. It's you've got some synergy here with the Dazzle Grave into Sunder, which is always nice. But Vega Squadron, God, that ho ho
Radiant
ha ha.
team ban.
I'm losing respect for G by the minute. The more that he plays this hero.
Well, you gotta put bread on the table.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means you gotta play sniper. No, I like the Terrorblade. I think he works well with Clockwork. You can reach over those cogs, get the damage
10
pumping. He's a
seconds
natural
remaining.
builder into the Hurricane Pike, which you really need up against someone like Ricky. He has super high armor
5
to deal with
seconds
the Slider
remaining.
and his minus armor overall. And then that synergy as well definitely cannot be
Reserve
understated
time.
there when it comes to the Grave and the Sunder. Very nice combination there. But yeah, G, Sniper. So Terrorblade on one side of the fight, Sniper on the other. We'll see
Dire
who gets the
team ban.
edge, as they'll then remove the slippery old Weaver here
Yeah.
from Vega. Nice combination with the Slider there too. Plenty of minus armor if they'd gone for that.
That would have been great. And there's still some other options that they could go for if they wanted to. For Comanche, Invoker
10
is still in the
seconds
pool also
remaining.
if they wanted to run that, but they take the Queen of Pain out. Not feeling
Dire
like they're
team
too
pick.
afraid. I saw you memeing in chat, Dark Moon averted in the, at
That
the
was
end of the game.
funny. That's like one of the funniest things I've seen in chat in a long time. Shout out to you guys. That was really funny.
That was great.
Invoker versus the world. They actually kill him.
Yeah.
Dark Moon averted for the win.
10
That was
seconds
great.
remaining.
Not gonna make the Dota buff leaderboards with that one though. 64 minutes.
5 seconds
That's not gonna
remaining.
get you that free Dota buff plus.
Gotta
No.
play Leshrac. That's the hero.
Yeah, gotta be quicker than that.
Reserve
That's not the
time.
hero for Vega Squadron, though, I don't
10
think. I would be very
seconds
surprised to see a Leshrac, and it's going to be a Sven, so they doubled
Nice.
down on giving themselves some armor
Radiant
now.
team pick.
Yeah. So the weave on one side, the war cry on the other. And this essentially cancels it out. This helps them all out up against the Terrorblade. This dissuades them from any sort of physical damage mid there as well. And plenty of reserve time for our fifth and final
10
pick.
seconds
The
remaining.
Invoker, as you said, still there. Works nice in combination with the Clockwork, even the Earth
5
Spirit too.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, that could be
Our
quite
Ember
good.
Spirit's gone. They've been playing that quite a
Reserve
bit.
time.
Shadow Fiend's banned out there too. Not gonna opt for him.
They need something to keep those lanes pressured out. I guess that you don't have the best split pushing lineup like with Vega Squadron compared to what they had last time. Slark actually ended up working in that role quite well. But now with Clockwork, they can kind of find those solo target pickoffs if they are getting split pushed to death. We'll see what they decide to go for. I wouldn't mind Invoker again. I feel like it could be good.
Yeah, he's certainly the top one on the mind right now.
Do you like the Tinker? Do you think that's okay?
Against Disruptor, it's kind of scary, and the Slider and the Ricky.
So no,
There's a lot of
okay.
control. I mean,
Hell
it's
to
not
the
out
no.
of the question, but I don't think he synergizes very well with their lineup.
If they wanted to, they could also just go like Dragon Knight and just say screw it, let's battle.
Run at them as well, yeah.
Which could be quite strong. See how well ILTW is feeling about that. If he's ready to take up the mantle again. Well,
It's pretty hard to point towards much else other than Invoker. We don't know these
10
guys all too
seconds
well. See what
remaining.
Misha's got on the brain here. Your captain, your crowned
5
one.
seconds remaining.
maybe they're just waiting. They want to make sure they get there. They are taking Leshrac. What?
Dark Moon!
What are you
Alright, so
doing?
we'll go the other way. We'll get a mid-lash. So that's a nice source of magic damage. Again, we talked about this war cry and all that armor. They don't have any sort of natural magic resistance on their team. And I guess it'll help against Edict with all the armor and whatnot. But in terms of your lightnings and your pulse novas going out, and even your split earth, works nice in combination with the Clockwork. Good range to help out. Okay. I'm down. A little bit different. Quite a bit of push as well. If you get a little bit of a snowball going, Leshrac can certainly help out.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this one ends up going. We'll play the little bumper so we can switch into the game. Oh, it's going to look so good. You guys ready? Here it is. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, my goodness.
I can't
Seconds
see it. Is it that
remaining.
good? Is
It-
it really good?
it's
Wow.
pretty good.
Amazing.
It's also
And
5
And then you
minutes
came back
delayed.
and we're still on this little screen.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes delayed, so you're not going to be able to see any of the cool graphics, but I recommend you go check it out. The intro video also is amazing. It's great. Love it. Production value with a space in between each letter. That's what we're saying here. Did they update it so Wings is on it? Oh, look at this. They've changed the way that if you click on the Aegis, things work. They still haven't added Wing. Oh, there it is. No, excuse me. It's the biggest one. All right, yeah.
That would
It's spinning in a circle in front of me. Clearly, I can see what's happening.
Oh, wow. That is fancy. I
Isn't
like
it?
that. Oh, look, and you can... Okay. Oh, but no one else gets like a spinny thing. Okay.
Yeah, they're old news. Old news. God,
Wow.
a lot of these teams might end up facing off against each other in DAC. We actually know about all of the invite situation with that. Have we seen that revealed yet?
For DAC?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't think so.
We'll have to
I mean,
check.
well, yeah.
I seriously doubt we're going to be seeing IG there, but you know. Actually, never mind. IG is a pretty solid team. They could be able to do it. I've been seeing Burning play quite well recently. But But they are not in this game. We're taking a look at CIS Dota, and Seneko on his Riki has 4 sentry wards to start. Holy crap. That is pretty absurd.
I gotta make sure you're not spotted out.
Ooh, do you like that word? That's a neato one.
Oh, wow. That is a neato one. Okay, I like it. So not much vision in terms of this side compared to some other wards like this one over here, but it's not going to get dewarded. Exceptionally unlikely. It's like virtually impossible this will get spotted. Unless they've seen it before in a replay and they're like, okay, they like this sneaky ward here. And maybe if they throw a sentry like right here, they'll come up and check. But
the only way I could see it happen, though, since it's on that high ground, would be like a rocket flare or something, you know? That feels to me like the only way if it happened to pass over it and then they're like, oh, there's a sentry ward there and they spot it. But yeah, quite a neat one. And then the second ward is going to be placed over to the side here, not blocking out any camps, but just giving some of that good vision along this little battle area that we tend to see. As Seneko, going to spot out Clock, realizes that this is where the rest of the side of Comanche is, then they should
Mag is just... They are just not going for this at all. He's like, yeah, they're definitely in my jungle.
The battle begins.
I'm just going to block my wave and play it safe. He might actually end up fighting this.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really expect it as the Radiant, right? You would just think he's there.
Yeah, I don't know if they expected the tri-lane to come out from them, so very sketchy. Ooh, Seneko. There is a courier that's moving over. All right, now they sent it back. Okay, they dropped the salve actually by the tower. They don't want to test even the distance between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Heads up play.
That's a good choice to have Chu do it.
Oh.
Jeez, Mag is going to be so psyched if he goes down to that rune at 2 minutes and it's still there.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. We'll see if he's the one that ends up going for it, actually. There's a good chance that we end up seeing from Comanche go and do it as well. But, yeah, early movements. What do you think about these lanes? Like Terrorblade and Dazzle up against Mag? Is that strong for either side in particular?
I guess the logic behind it for the Radiant is just they want to give Rory the best time possible. Again, they're kind of sacking their Clockwork again here. Clockwork would have had a really nice time against the Slardar.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a quick roll mid.
Yeah, Chu finds it. And it looks like Lesh is going to be able to heal back up to full. Seneko can't get into range to break this salve, so... Well, first blood drawn by the Earth Spirit. Not a bad start at all.
Roll back in. It'll just be an escape this time, though. But yeah, so this is going to give Roy the best chance possible. Clockwork will suffer a little bit, but relatively survivable. Like, he's near his own tower. He doesn't have a shrine to work with, so he can't spam too much, but he's got a salve. He's got some tangos. And even, like, one mana burn up against Sven can do quite a bit of work.
Yeah. He's actually taking cleave first overall for Sven, not opting to put any points into Stormhammer. He doesn't think he's going to be able to find a kill. Oh, actually, now he goes
this
back
really
for it.
keeps Clock off the wave. It's a very nice lane to get the early cleave. Just try and push him back as much as possible, burn through that regen. It's not that much when every single right click hands a little bit of damage over to your opponent.
So the Lesh in the mid lane just going to drop stun on the AFKG. He's not even trying to avoid them, really. He's just sort of standing still and taking it as the roll up top. And actually, wow, okay. Oh, because it's blocking the camp, of course. That would reveal it, like, instantly.
I thought it wasn't blocking it, though. Okay. When I was looking at the box, I thought it was, like, outside of it, and that's why it was so crafty. But...
Yeah, that must have been a misplaced one, I guess. Just a little bit off the mark to block it out there.
What have we here?
There you go. Nicely done.
Seneko takes away the rune right from Misha's nose. Frustrating, but that does reveal in mid lane that Leshrac doesn't need to be too worried about any rotations in to kill him off. What do you think about Lesh mid in this patches? He's just going to get hit again by these split earths.
It's kind of funny. It got majorly flamed. It got picked. I think it was a WESG. People picked it a couple times, and everyone's like, oh, there's no way this is going to be a mid Lesh. That's ridiculous. And then people started sending him mid, and the heroes started winning. And now suddenly it's okay to play mid Lesh. So you know what? Never doubt, guys. But I think it's fine. He really helps early pushes. The only thing I would say is that I would agree that support Lesh adds more value than the mid Lesh in most drafts. Like, picking up Lesh early on in the draft, I would say it's kind of like Slardar, where it's okay that he can go either support or in position 4 for someone like Slardar. Or rather, he can go off lane or he can go position 4, but he gives more value to your draft a lot of the times in support because of the things he can do from that role. I feel like Leshrac feels a similar kind of way, because even like level 1 Edict can take a tower down so fast. So just from support, he offers a lot towards your general push.
Ooh, this was a little bit unfortunate up their top. They almost were able to find Mag. There's some body blocking going on with the creeps, and a Metamorphosis came out. But haven't been able to run him down yet. So this TP rotation in from Ricky is going to make things slightly scarier for Rory here in the top lane. And, well, is actually Seneko going to try and man up against him? Misses away. That's a nice blink strike out from the heal bomb.
And bottom lane, Clockwork, he's still living. His last hits aren't too hot, though, whereas just total freedom here for Tichira. Got a nice edge on him.
Ooh, mid lane, they found G again. And with the Edict down as well, they should be able to get that kill. They take him down. Might end up getting a double in return, though. Holy crap. Sioma picks one up and G takes the other. So, timely rotation there from Sioma. Might have been a good time for some cogs to get laid down by Clockwork, but probably couldn't get into range. And it wasn't used.
Speaking of which, bottom.
Yeah, Ditya is in some trouble now with that rotation in from Sioma. That means that he is left completely alone, and they are going to be able to kill off that Sven. So, well, ostensibly a trade 2 for 2 there, with 2 cores going down in exchange for a core and a support.
Really nicely played there by our Clockwork, taking advantage of the fact that he knows that rotation goes mid, and maybe under, well, it's hard to tell. Like, obviously, Disrob likely put himself in that position where he was able to be grabbed by the cogs, but he might have felt like, oh, it's fine. Like, I can take this guy. I got my Warcry. I'll be okay. But Clock just so much magic damage early on in the game, and putting him up to level 5.5 now.
Oh, and they got G again. They're in on top of him. The Fate's Edict is down, and Seneko shows up to try and help out, but he's just going to take damage from this. I think that you get out with Chu with the haste rune, and well, maybe going to end up losing the Lash. He goes for the Split Earth. Not going to be there. They do find that kill. And Chu, in the meantime, going to get ran down as well. Misha shows up. That will ensure that they do not lose the Earth Spirit. We also
constant rolls into Split Earths.
Yeah. It's quite good. And they're actually going to get a D ward here. A lot of sentry wards placed down. We did see an Observer ward taken out immediately as Misha placed it in the top lane. So Comanche, they're going to be playing without a ton of vision.
Bottom. Draw. Still keeps it going. Top of the net worth. Him and TB chilling up together. And then even our offlaner is not too far of a spread here between Mag and our Clockwork. Just waiting on those level 6s to actually have an impact here. We're just sitting with Hookshot currently. Snakeo's coming down, maybe thinking that there could be a rotation coming through. And yeah, this is a really nice play too. Smoked up here on Sioma. They're just like, okay, Clock has 6. He wants to make something happen. They'll probably bring down the Earth Spirit. They'll go for it, and we're going to counterplay and kill them both. In the end, though, doesn't happen. So they're just chilling down here, start pressuring into the tower.
Oh, did they spot that out? I think they might have spotted Seneko for a moment, or expected that he was over there. Yeah, Clockwork knows what's happening. And they do scan, realizing that Clockwork is still there. And I guess that they'll try and push out the Waven again in a second.
Yeah,
TPs?
they're thinking about a dive, maybe even just pulling the wave and then running under the tower.
Dire's middle tower is
They
under
have
attack.
TPs on everybody from Comanche, so it looks like heading up top, Clockwork might decide to head out of here. They pull back in on Rory. The heal is going to be there. They've got Grave. I don't think that they find this kill super easily, and there is going to be the Grave, the turnaround. He does not have Sunder, but there's the jump in. They found Sioma right at the start of this one, and now turning, they're not quite going to be able to kill off Rory. Oh, a good stun came through. Chu is going to be able to do it. They take down Mag. They take them all down. The heal bomb finishes off Ditya as well. A great turnaround, and Misha in the perfect spot.
Yeah, the entire bottom lane shows up top. And 2 of the 3 go down with Snako just slinking away here as the Metamorphosis TB ends the fight, then heads right into your buildings too. With the Leshrag, the push is very much real here from Comanche. Any one fight can easily turn into an objective. And difficult to force yourself into these kind of fights too. And trying to defend a tower they're already set up in, up against a Clockwork.
God. Well, and you're also looking at this, the entire time that push is going on, Chu is given so much space in this bottom lane. He's going to end up having his level 6 probably after this next wave that's coming in, and I think that they're just playing this pretty perfectly. Do you feel like this game is set up for them to go in better into the late stages, Comanche, or do you think that you're still looking at Vega like last game with a stronger late game squad?
I would still more than likely give them the edge in terms of like the late game. It definitely depends on the lane. So like right now, Comanche doing a lot better. Overall, they've got the top guy by about 700 gold, and their mid's ahead too. Off lanes ahead. All 3 of their lanes are theoretically one in terms of the you're comparing your positions and your net worths here. So if they can take this and snowball into even more objectives, this would be great for them. And they're already going to look towards that with their Leshrac. He's got 2 points in the Edict. The Split Earth too, man. If he connects on these, a lot of damage right now. 300 and that 2-second stun.
Yeah, and you get the larger AoE as well. It's pretty helpful in terms of making sure that those team fights go to your direction. It's a scary hero, and, well, they're not really doing a whole lot to shut him down. I guess late game, though, we were also looking at Ricky being able to throw out those silences and just pile in the damage from Sniper, and he's had an okay time so far. Like, he's suffered a lot in the laning stage, but he's been able to catch up pretty effectively.
Top lane, Mag being hunted here.
Oh, they got him. Yep, there's the vision. Hook. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay.
He's a slippery fish. He's difficult to grab, but still
Chew?
on the run for now.
They're going to rolling boulder forward. They found him. Stun, stun, stun. Oh, no! Oh, Chew! Oh.
Was he out of stones?
No, he has 5.
Rough.
All right, just a misplay there.
Slight, probably just didn't hit that remnant button quite fast enough or something.
Yeah.
That hurts. That's really painful. So mistook shot. Immediate smoke though coming mid. TV does have Metamorphosis back up, so he could head towards the mid lane at any point to help out with this.
Static Storm down. As soon as they drop it though, they realize everybody else is here and no hook shot available. Damage being dealt out onto Lesh, but he is still very survivable and can bottle up through this. And picks up a haste rune to boot. Okay, that hurts because they don't have Static Storm now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh man. And I think Sven popped. He didn't pop God's Strength. He has it back up again.
Is under attack.
Now he pops it.
Just farming as fast as he can. Again, Sven, he went from probably the most popular position one for a while. Him and maybe, I guess, Jug would be the other big one that was going on, but the whole stack days are kind of done. No longer a massive influence in these games. It's very difficult to get the beautiful, nice pick off in the mid lane there in that hook shot.
Yeah.
Got him again. And TB, not even a part of these pushes. Hasn't had to pop Metamorphosis for a while. Just kind of maybe waiting for a defensive moment instead. But his 4 heroes are fully capable of taking care of this, and he might be able to set up down bottom. Rory maybe sneaking along the tree line and see if his team can come in to save it. Patience from Vega, though, as they're just surrounding and hiding in the fog here with Snowman and Snako.
You know, this might be a team to watch out for, Comanche here. Like, it's one thing to win against a team like Vega that, you know, granted it's been struggling a little bit, but has a very strong team, like a team that's full of really good talent. But they're also giving them their best heroes. Like, they're giving away this Disruptor in the first round and still taking the fight to them. Like, they're not concerned about, as we're going to see the Ricky just drop.
Yeah, he's going to get the stun.
Oh my god. Pulse Nova, a nice little way to deal with that Ricky.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
That didn't get changed in the big patch with Leshrac, right? Where you can still hit Invis heroes with Pulse Nova?
I don't think
so.
it was patched.
Yeah. I believe that that's been there for a while. So, strong way to deal with that guy. And it looks like, again, 12 minutes in. It's Comanche up, 3,000 net worth, but Vega had a little bit of experience.
Just what I need.
Oh my god.
Still wait. Yeah, he's actually brutal against Ricky because your Edict hits too.
Oh
And
my
your
god.
Pulse Nova. If you're anywhere around this guy, it's brutal damage. But the push coming in the bottom lane. They're trying a little bit up top. Again, it's Sioma, he's been doing a great job of staying in the fog, but he's just not finding these opportunities.
Dire's
No one's really
bottom tower
TPing
is
in.
under
He's not
attack.
getting those big glimpse plays off, not finding the static storms.
Are fortified.
Not having the biggest impact so far.
Oh, 5-man versus 5-man. And
Man,
that
look at
is one
Rory,
of the
he's
problems.
still holding it.
Has fallen.
Yeah.
He has not used Metamorphosis since that fight's off.
And it's kind of the nice part about it. They are finally going to use it now and take down this tier 2 really quickly. And honestly, they could pressure. Like, can they think about even just pressing high ground to force people back? Ooh, I like this move into Roche. This is great for Vega.
Dire's
No,
bottom
always nice
tower
to slide
has
on your
fallen.
team. And they're not going to push any further, so
Oh, wow.
Radiant Vision, they don't really know what's going on. I bet they think they're probably camping top. That would be my guess, just because they stopped pushing and they're hoping one person will TP back and they're looking for like a glimpse play or something, but that is not the case. It is a free Roche for them.
I still think that's not as big of a deal if it was like one more tier 2 down for Comanche, probably. Like if they had taken the top tier 2 or the mid one, that would be a really crippling blow. But it's not like the end of the world. It's certainly not as big of a deal as it was last game when they were losing Roches.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get anything done with this Aegis. It's unlikely to win them a fight, really. Unless they fully jump on top of G and he's in a decent spot where he can then get back out after. Like maybe he'll get saved by a static storm or something like that. And then, potentially we could see some sort of impact coming from it. But for now, it's mostly just going to be a farming Aegis. We'll head back in towards the mid and the top lane here from the side of Comanche. 50 more seconds for Metamorphosis. I'd really like to see them kind of sync up with this one and see if they can use that nice little bit of an edge they have here. I still don't feel like with that Roche that there's anything too great going on for the side of Vega. You want to push in as much as you can before Ditchira is really relevant, and he's not at all right now. He is Helm. He doesn't have his Echo Saber done yet, and he certainly doesn't have Blink.
Oh man, Sioma, these sentry wards have kind of been a little bit sketchy. Like he's having to use several of them to get the D wards, so he drops down this one, but you can't actually get both of the towers with one sentry ward. So I don't know. Like you look at this, there's 3 sentries all across the way. They're having to invest so much into it, and it would be pretty great if they could just manage to get some more farm on this disruptor.
And look at this now, though. Roy coming mid, a whole team, 3 seconds left on Metamorphosis. This is exactly what we want to see with your TB. And they just immediately start pressuring and have that threat here. And there we go. So well synced up, but a similar push down the bottom lane. Sioma hiding, knowing it's nighttime. He's got a very nice spot here to spot out anything they want to go for.
Ooh.
And oh, they are just not slowing down.
All right, time to go up to high ground. You take
no fortify.
And this is a Terrorblade that can do so much damage really rapidly. They're not going to overstay their welcome, though. G comes back, and they're going to back for the moment. So good decision here. Still, Metamorphosis maybe wasted a little bit. I don't know.
I think it's fine. The fact you used it gave you that mid tower, as well as put so much pressure. Like, look how much damage you did. You did like almost 30% of their tower, and it saved your bottom tower.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So well worth it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think Vega making the right move here as well, trying to find somebody in the jungle, knowing that Metamorphosis is going to be down, but they won't find anybody. They still have that Aegis if they wanted to take a fight. And it looks like Comanche's still just comfortable, hanging out for the moment. Ooh, Disruptor.
They should know they're there. They saw the bounty rune get picked up.
Oh, scary stuff. It looks like he is not going to get found, though. And at least for now, heading out and away. Lucky there for Lesh. Very lucky.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's playing so aggressively. I guess maybe that ward making him feel safe than he really is. Now a Purge Creep coming through from the Helm. Vitro could bring that back and could potentially turn this around.
God, he's actually going to die here, potentially. They have found out Chu, though, and he's going to roll boy away. Not going to end up happening. The crush. So Comanche takes one for the team. Or rather, Chu does. But the hook in actually pushes back one, and there's the glimpse away, so they don't have Lesh for this fight. That would have been a really nice combination, but Sioma making it plays.
Clock goes in, clock goes out. Just immediately sent back to the mid lane. That is brutal. Those blade mails can do a lot of work this game if he can get it off on Ditchira, though. Very scary for Sven to try and deal with that. If he's inside those cogs, he'll just feel so helpless.
Yeah. Definitely one of those heroes that you've got a lot of armor, but you also deal a lot of damage. It's pretty tough to deal with that. Snako in the meantime trying to build back towards a Midas. It feels like Vega Squadron are just sort of investing into that late game, feeling like they're not capable of taking the fights right now.
Yeah, once again, hoping their decisions will be the thing to decide this game. Let's say that's what it was last game. That time it was their great mid-game. It was around that 12 to 18 minute mark, the decisions they made there that really won it for them in my eyes. This time it's going to be a little bit on the later end. The Roche was certainly a good start. From there, they're just no real choice in their lineup. They need Sven to get into that trinity of items, the helm, the Echo Saber, and the Blink, and still a little bit of off from Blink.
Found Mag. There's the initiation. They're going to be able to pull him back out and away. Is going to drop the Static Storm down, and Rory is still dealing the damage to Sioma. They find the stun, breaking the TP. He's going to drop. So 2 down already. Great play.
Yeah, nice initiation. Not finding the scouting here from the Riki, and you just see like Sven. He's right there when this happens. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, this hero does get into a terrifying state, and Snake, he's trying to make plays here.
They do have Dust on him, though. He's going to be slowed, and they are going to be able to run him down. I believe Dust wearing off shortly. They need to get it. He's going to end up, just barely getting hit, but the Dust does wear off. All right, they reapply. He's gone. That's going to be a kill. Sineko ends up going down, but my goodness, this is the ultimate in space created right here. This is about as good as you could hope for.
I was going to make it out there for a second. I guess the Dust was coming back off cooldown anyway for a clock, but yeah, grabs the wave, saves the mid tower. There wasn't too much time left on the respawns anyway, but they might be able to peck at least the tower down. Likely not Rax, but very well done. Definitely a worthy death, I would say, in that case.
Well, now again, 19 minutes into this one, Comanche with a pretty dominant lead, 12-4, and around 6,000 net worth. The experience is tilting back into their favor as well. This is what we saw in the last game, though. How different of a story is this for you between the two teams?
What are we missing here so far? We have Mag still needs his Force Staff. Again, it's very hard to judge Vega and their strength right now until we actually have the Blink Dagger up on the draw. He's trying. He's getting there. I guess still assuming that'll be his choice. I don't think he can opt in towards like a BKB or anything like that. Perhaps if there is enough control from Mag, he might consider it, but for now, definitely looking way better for the Radiant side. Much better initiation with the Clockwork. Combos up nicely with Chew. They have insane damage this time. It's not just Invoker punching towers. Like, Venom Wards are okay, but they're still not that great. But TB, as well as Leshrac, very, very good at taking objectives. Man, this kind of a trade, totally fine.
Tower is under attack.
I will
take a little bit of pressure down there in easy tower.
It was a little bit weird. I wasn't sure how Slardar realized that they're rotating in. I was wondering if they got like a D-ward or something while they were moving in, but whatever the case may be, they are now actually taking damage onto their tier 3. So Comanche might need to back out now, and they need to be real careful. Sioma ended up finding him. This is going to be a glimpse away, so they don't have Clockwork for this fight. Oh, this is the power of that Disruptor.
Rory's going for the towers.
They've actually been able to catch on to Leshrac, so maybe going to end up falling here. They're going to be able to get that kill, so they're pressuring for the tier 3 up in the top lane. Roar, kind of a bit of a base trade, if you will, as he's going to be able to take this down very rapidly, taking down the first lane of barracks. The rest of the side of Vega now is moving in to try and disrupt this. If they can cancel TPs on the way back, they've caught on to G. There's going to be the catch. The Blade Mail is there as well. They're going to be able to bring him down. Sineko should have spotted that out the whole time through, and Vega, they don't have G now. They're going to be able to deal a ton of damage to this. They've already lost one of their barracks. They've lost the entire freaking lane.
Rory, somehow, I'm not sure what happened, but Rory did not see the Disruptor, though, so he got held back as well.
Oh, but Sioma's gone, and Ditya also going to drop. They're just doing too much freaking damage. Look at Rory deal it, and they are going to lose Ditya as well. So a couple of misplays across the board. I think that Comanche comes out ahead.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They get the full racks up top. How did bottom get saved? I mean, I'm just watching top the entire time. I can't believe. How did they get G?
I don't know. It's nuts. It was just a Clockwork hook in. They able to find him. But Sineko should have. I felt like they spotted him as he was moving down.
So did he just like run back after getting glimpsed all the way back top?
Death's bounty.
Yeah, he literally ran the whole
that's
length.
Impressive. Damn, dude, the marathon.
He put on his boots. He's got the Tranquils, bonus movement speed. Why not?
Wow, he has so much armor now. He goes for the Tranquil boots into the Blade Mail into the Vlads. He's currently sitting at 26 armor up against his Sniper and Sven, as well as boosting up his squad with the Vlads. Really, really nice choice here. Only really helps out the TB, but that's fine. It's more about the armor than the lifesteal.
Quite strong right now. I'm feeling like Comanche, they've completely turned a new leaf, and maybe it's just a more coherent and sane draft, if you will. The last game was kind of nuts from them, and this time it feels like they've got that solid backbone. Granted, it's a Lesh in the mid lane who's not had the biggest impact in the world, but he's still that sort of backbone of a lot of damage, and they got a big creep wave now. It's time to go. Ooh.
Yeah, and we're going to start to see the problems of one damage type right now with this Vlad's up as well as the Ghost Scepter on Leshrac. They have some serious problems bringing these two down.
All right, they ended up throwing out the weave, so everybody's going to be very tanky. Sioma, they just run right into him. Going to drop the ulti. There's the cook shot. Going to be able to contain Ditya. Oh, this is a terrible fight for Vega. That's one gone. G is there doing absolutely nothing, just tickling Rory the Reaper, and the chase could continue. Still over here to the side, Snako going to not be able to quite kill off the Clockwork, the Grave.
He finds G.
Oh no, they're in trouble now. They are going to be able to bring down G. Oh, the Leshrac doing it. Everybody finding the kill onto Ricky. Stick a fork in him. Vega are going to be done here. That's a tier 3 going
Both
down.
cores dead. TB in your base. Just call it.
Crush.
Oh, what a Manta.
Oh my god, why not?
Can't get anything.
Nothing comes easy. Comanche looking strong against this Vega Squadron team, and just going to dot the I's, cross the T's, finish off that tier 3, and there's nothing Disruptor can do. Man, Clockwork has been amazing this game. And GG's just called. They're done.
Yeah, 4-0-7. Very well played. He made it look so easy for Rory in a lot of situations. Rory just like heads into the fountain.
Well,
that was a little different than game number 1 in terms of overall pace and speed. Vega did not get anything going that game. Understandable with their lineup, like they were still waiting for that moment. None of their they didn't even get an aggressive smoke situation. They never found TB in the jungle or anything like that. They're always just kind of pressured in and could never find that bounce back moment where they felt like they could fight. Very nice pickoffs for the Clockwork. I would have to call him the MVP of this one, but the damage types too, I do think that made a big difference. They just stacked all this armor. They saw the physicalness. They went for this TB. Leshrac gets a Ghost Scepter, and now he's invincible. Can't even hurt him. And then your Clockwork Vlads to add that raid on top. And then all with the weave too, just to boot.
God. It was quite strong. Really impressed with Comanche. And I feel like we've understood more about their playstyle here. Both games, they've gone for that just like heavy 5-man. Vega Squadron, they dealt with it well in the first game, and kind of wondering what their answer is going to be in game number 3 here. This is the first best of 3 that's gone to a 3-game set that we've seen so far in the DAC qualifiers. In your eyes, is there any like one hero that you could take? Like, do they need to go like mass split push a la Morphling or a Weaver? Or is it more about the supports being able to keep the lanes pressured out? What's your read on the way that Vega Squadron answer Comanche in game number 3?
I think the way that they were playing with the combination of the two supports in the first game was very, very strong. Like using these double AoEs, and they tried to do it again with Disruptor and Ricky. Just not really finding that sync. You can just imagine that if you actually got a single kinetic field onto 2 heroes, they're just dead. They're going to be stuck in there from Kinetic, Static Storm, the Ricky Smoke Cloud, as well as the Slardar. So they're definitely working this kind of like a double bubble strategy, just between shorter cooldown spells versus maybe that older strategy of someone like Escape who used to do it.
Yeah.
They just didn't find the sync this game. So I still like it. I still think they had the right picks. Maybe the Sven was a little bit questionable in terms of like a final pick to try and round out this draft, but they just gotta get in tandem once again here from the supports.
All right, well, ladies and gents, that's going to do it. Game number 2 in the books, and we're going to a game number 3. Comanche facing off against Vega Squadron, DAC CIS Qualifiers 2017. Lyrical as well as Trent Pax and Lyrical Dota if you want to follow us on Twitter. But most importantly, keep on following this tournament, DAC 2017. We've got EU coming up shortly. I believe that's going to be Capitalist and Gods doing the commentary over on BTS1. And then a little bit later on, it's American Qualifiers as well, where it's going to be Coddle Guy and Lacoste, if I'm not mistaken. Lacoste. God, I'm terrible at saying his name. I'm going to get it at some point in time in the future.
One of these days.
At some point. All right. Well, thank you guys again for watching, and we'll be back in just a little bit with game number 3.